purpose of this video is to show you how to set up and give you the overall picture of the finding the vertical muzzle velocity activity. So the basic setup is we have a projectile launcher, and you'll need a meter stick in your picture so you can set your reference point. We're going to use a lamp with to get some extra light. It will cut down on the blurriness of the ball bearing, which makes it easier to get accurate data. Make sure when you set this up that it's nice and secure. You have extra people, so if you need to, a person can just hold the lamp and that works fine if you don't have a good place to set it. The big place that you'll need the extra light will be in the beginning while the projectile is going the fastest. It is very helpful if not only that you have a light, but that you have a white background. We have the white paper that you can use. We have rolls of it that have been used last year that we can use, or if you are in a position, if you go out in the hallway and use one of those white pillars and you can make that work, that would be fine too. You need to be by a plug-in, so you could probably, if you go out in the hallway, you'll need to hold the light, but that's fine. You will also, we only have 6 projectile launchers, so you will need to share your equipment with other people, but it takes, once you do a launch, then you're going to spend some time on the data, so once we get started, you really shouldn't have to wait on people very much to use the projectile launcher. So the overall picture, what we're going to do, we're going to video the ball bearing leaving the projectile launcher all the way up, so your picture has to see the entire path and all the way down. Then we'll put our blue dots on that. Then we'll send that to graphical analysis, and there'll be details in further other videos if you need help on how to do that. Then we'll generate the data from graphical analysis. We will shift the data so that it starts at 0, 0, and then when we generate an equation from that with our TIs, we should be able to determine both the vertical acceleration, which would be the acceleration due to gravity, and we should be able to find the muzzle velocity. It will depend on how close the ball bearing is to the projectile launcher as to how accurate our data is. A couple points is I don't have this up high enough. If you raise this up a little bit, you do want a gap between here. If you put the bottom of this projectile launcher on the floor or on the metal part, it doesn't work very well. So you do need a gap, so you might as well have a big enough gap to where we have a string with a weight on it, can hang straight, so make sure it's vertical. When you shoot it, you want it as vertical as possible. This little string right here is how you launch it. To load it, you put the ball bearing in the top and use a pencil, so I want a gap there, that's what that's pointing out. You pull that to launch it. So to load it, you put the ball bearing in there, you push down with a pin, and then you pull it. And it should go pretty much straight up. Okay. If it goes crooked, then just adjust it a little bit. There's a screw on the back side that you can see how to adjust it and move it up and down and all that. So I went 2 clicks that time. So there it goes. And then I'll do it 3 clicks. So in this lab, we will do a 1 click, 2 click, and 3 click. So I adjusted the screw on the back side. I raised it up. So now I can make sure that my plumb line is hanging straight down. So that should make it go straight. And that's all you need to do. Those are the main details that you need to do this lab, at least to get started on it.